You deserve my attention. You can have every thought inside my mind. You deserve my devotion. Lord, you are everything my heart desires. I just wanna hold you. I wanna be held in your arms, my God. I just wanna know you. I wanna be known by the one I love. 'Cause I've got eyes only for you, Lord. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. All else fades away. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. And I've got eyes only for you, Lord. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. All else fades away.
All else fades away. We'll stand right here on our faith today. We will praise like David say, till our King return and he save the day. I ain't worried about the stumble as I go. I got God.
Let's get this bread. Come on.
Sing praise like there ain't no tomorrow. Yeah, like there ain't no tomorrow. You may try to get me, try to focus on sorrow, but I know he is here like wherever I go. His presence just around through the valley of shadows and death. Lord, please be my rest. I really wanna pass these tests. All respect to the Lord, my God. He's the one that I praise till my heartbeat checks. Out.
I've got eyes only for you, Lord. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. All else fades away. Yeah. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. I've got eyes only for you, Lord. All else fades away. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. You take me back to my first love. You show me who I was made for. Now I am found in your freedom, in the love of the Father. Lord, you take me back to my first love. You show me who I was made for.
Hey y'all, see the lawn room in the back. Day 8 here in Europe, day 3 here in Switzerland, and I just continuing just to be in awe and wonder of just what God's doing on this trip, just in my relationship with the Father, in our team, in these towns that we're serving, and in these towns that we're doing this outreach in. Definitely just no one other than God could be putting this together, and it was amazing. Last night we did some outreach late at night out at this strip of bars here in Davos, and this town, it's really known for just, unfortunately, just a lot of drugs and a lot of those types of things. And so it was really cool that the leadership felt called to go and to go to that street, go to the bars, and just have conversations with people, just answer any questions that they have, ask if we could pray for people and different things like that. And for me, it was really cool because all through college at UNT, being on the lacrosse team, we would go out to bars, and I'd go out to just spend time with friends, and drive them home at the end of the night, and just try to be as much of an example as I could. And so it was really unique to see just kind of that environment for me go full circle to where, for the last, I guess, 4 or 5 years, ever since I turned 21, from going to, just be there and make sure everyone's safe and care for people and lead by example, to now going there to just be very intentional with people, just pray for people, serve them in any way, and just love on them. And one of the interactions we had last night was really cool. It was with a couple, guy named Armando, a lot of motorcycles. One guy named Armando and his girlfriend named Ramona, and they're a young couple, around 20 years old, and it was amazing. Me and Philip sat and talked with them for about an hour and a half, and it was so cool. Philip, who's the leader here of Jesus Revolution Germany, and who's one of the leaders that's here with us, being able to just share his story and everything that God's done in his life. And then me, after Philip shared, we went to another bar, and luckily they wanted us to come along, and the rest of our team was at that bar, so it just turned out to all be really great, and God planned all that. But in that bar, I was able to just kind of talk a little bit about my story and playing sports in college, being from America, being from Texas, and it was really cool because I found out that he actually plays American football over here in Switzerland for pretty much like the best youth or young adult club in Europe, and like it's only God who can kind of put like those little details together to create a connection, to create conversation. And so it was really cool. I was just able to encourage him that, with him, recommitting his life to Christ, that he can use that platform as an opportunity to walk with the Father in his faith and love on people and encourage people. Just like, some of my friends that are in the NFL or have other types of platforms in sports. And it was just so cool to be able to talk about that. And there were some other things that came up as well that that only God could really orchestrate and allow me to realize, and just kind of create an environment for conversation, just openness. And yeah, like we have today and then a little bit of tomorrow here in Davos, and it's been amazing, and we're really excited just to see what's going to happen over the rest of the trip here, and excited that a couple more people will be able to just kind of share like the stories that they had from either last night or some of the other times of outreach that we've had so far here in Davos. But yeah, just want to share that. And it's been cool because, pretty much I just want to encourage y'all, if y'all don't think you have anything special to share with people in terms of your faith or your walk with the Father, you do. There's little things that'll come up if you're intentional about just having conversations with people and letting people ask you questions that'll come up that, well, they'll just sit there just dumbstruck and in awe, just being like, how is this possible? Like, how can I find probably one of the few dudes that plays American football over here in Switzerland, and just how God drew us to them, and God created an environment of openness for them to be able to just be willing to have a conversation, and then us just talking to some of their friends, and just caring for them, just spending time with them. But yeah, so it's amazing. I just encourage y'all to just be intentional about it, and just try to lead by example, and just be obedient and steadfast, because you never really know what God could do with the little things that He's put you through in life. So yeah, hope that was encouraging to y'all. And here's here's a couple more stories of just kind of what happened last night. So you just shared just with me like a little bit about your interaction with a guy that you met last night in the outreach. So you just want to share a little about it?
Yeah. 2 nights ago we were having outreach at a bar, and it was really powerful, and God was really ministering to people there, no matter if they were drunk or not. God was really ministering. And we were outside of the bar, and I met this guy saying, "Oh, you're from Norway. I have a Norwegian friend inside." And then I didn't really think too much about it, but then suddenly I meet a guy outside who is Norwegian. And we started speaking in Norwegian, and it was pretty cool how everything just
There's a bell.
yeah. But it was really cool how everything just planned out, and we started speaking, and he asked what it does it mean to be a missionary, what does it mean to be a Christian. When he asked that kind of question, I could just boom, go for it.
Yeah.
So we started talking, I started sharing the gospel with him, I started sharing from my life with him. And basically what happened in the end was that I got to really speak into his life, and I challenged him. Hey, do you want to have this in your life? Do you want to receive Jesus? Do you want this emptiness, this thing gone? Because you can be filled with Jesus into your life. You know, you can have it. And he took me a bit on the corner of the street, and he was like, I want it. So we prayed together, and he prayed a prayer of salvation, and he was genuine. He said afterwards, "Man, I feel really good. This feels good." And what was really crazy was like after all this, he told me what he was doing for a living. Turned out that he is a professional ice hockey player. He plays in the best team in top league in Switzerland, and he's been playing for the best team in Norway, and he's going to try out for a very good team in Sweden, which is one of the best ice hockey nations.
Goodness.
So I mean, God is chasing everyone. He desires all men to be saved or come to the knowledge of truth, no matter their profession or their status in society. He is chasing everyone. So I encourage you to go for it, no matter what.
Dude, that's so dope, man. Dude, good job just walking in obedience last night, and God just opened doors whenever you walk through obedience, man.
He does, man.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for sharing, dude.
Thank you.
What's up?
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
I'm doing tired.
I'm doing great, actually. Today's been a great.
Yeah, that pizza was so good.
So
Gosh, yes.
I ate the entire thing.
Yeah?
I never do that.
Gosh.
But when in Austria, so.
Same. So something you were sharing with me, or I guess with the group, was it this morning?
Yeah, this morning.
Was just about the girls at the bar and us doing outreach. I think it'd be cool just to kind of share, just kind of like what God was doing through that. So.
All right. So yeah, a few nights ago when we went to the bar, I think one of the best stories so far has been me and one of our team, Kristen. We went and we just planted ourselves at an empty spot on the table, and turns out there was these two girls. They were both 19, and they were just chilling. We, made small talk, girl talk. We're like, "Hey, how's it going? Like, what's good here?" We end up buying, like, they suggest a platter, a chicken nugget platter. So we were like, all right, we're kind of hungry, let's do this. So they're like, yeah, I get it. So we're sharing chicken nuggets and just conversating, and they end up telling us about their life. And one of the girls, she had just gone through like a breakup with a boyfriend, and so that kind of was like our open door. It was like, wow, like, tell me about that. And she was just saying she was kind of hurting. The reason why they were even there at the bar, kind of, just not celebrating, but trying to get through it. And so I had the opportunity to just like speak into that and just be like, hey, like, well, you know what, like, it's not the end of the world. Like, you have so much value, and you shouldn't just give yourself to any guy that comes your way. Like, know your value, know you're loved. And because we know someone that thinks that, and so we just began to tell them about Jesus and why we were even here. That kind of opened the door. So we were like, hey, yeah, like, we're all the way from Texas, and they knew we were from like somewhere out of the country. And then we were like, yeah, so this is our story, and we opened up about like our relationship. So really, it was just really cool because it was like a girl talk, like if we were all surrounded, just like friends hanging out, talking about relationships. And at first they were like, Jesus, I don't know, like, I don't know if we want to give that a chance. But I think the way they connected was just, again, just reaffirming them and like who they are and their worth and their value, and that kind of just like opened up their heart to it. And so again, the cool thing is we're over here sitting at a table enjoying food with the locals, but yet like being young girls, something so dear to our heart, we were just able to share the love of God and how God sees them. So that was a really fun, just cool story that we were just there connecting and just being the hands and feet of God. So
That's so good.
really, really great time.
Yeah. And that's so great just to be willing to be vulnerable with just the people that you meet, and it was so cool just to be able to do that and be courageous and do that like right off the bat with those girls. Like, that's so awesome.
Yeah, they were great. They were so like open to us. Again, like I felt like it was one of my friends. Like they're like very inviting. So we were easily. It was amazing to me how easy that was, honestly, because I was like, how are we gonna, like, we don't want to step on any toes type of thing or push anything down their throat, but it just amazed me how God had that intended, and that was like on his heart, so it was very like, it flowed very well.
Gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Gosh, thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.